Guys, just so you know, I'm slightly dyslexic, and at 26 minutes you hear Eternal Genery. I meant to say Attorney General, but neither of us caught it, so I didn't end up fixing it. My bad. Love you. Hope you enjoy the episode.
Hey, Phobos, sisters, brothers, and others. I'm Jinx.
And I'm going to kill you.
I'm sorry, okay?
I'm Harper. Cue the intro.
If I die, you know who did it. Today, we are going to be talking about John George Haigh. Ever heard of him?
Jingleheimer Smith.
His name is my name too. No. It's not Jane. Whoa. Hey, good morning.
So I'm just going to give you a little background of why. I think they're probably going to be wondering why I'm contemplating murder. So,
oh boy.
A few weeks ago, I gave one of the cashiers at McDonald's my phone number on a napkin. And when I say I dropped the napkin and ran, okay? But still, besides the point.
She didn't see her. All she had was a name. She ran.
I ran.
I watched her.
I was a chicken, but I did it. I dropped the napkin and I booked it.
Yep. So
obviously I didn't hear from her, which is fine, but I haven't been in this McDonald's since I left the number.
Like 3 weeks ago.
So I'm like, hey, you know what? It's the cashier, but you know what? She didn't see me do it. She can't actually prove it was me. I'm just going to act like nothing's wrong because she doesn't actually know my name. So I'm waiting in line, and then you hear, Harper, move up. And she's looking at me, and I give her this look, and she's like, why are you looking? Oh, yeah, she realized what she did.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, so she now knows my name, knows it was me.
It was 3 weeks ago. She probably doesn't even remember.
Can't go to that McDonald's again. Now I have to drive across town if I want to get my nuggies.
No, you can go to that McDonald's. You can just stop being a coward. And I'll tell you that as soon as I take my own advice.
Uh-huh, yeah. Just wait.
Let's not tell that story.
Oh, that'll be the next one. Anyway.
Look, she got me on a dating app, okay? As a joke, last night we were watching Hell's Castle because I found out Studio Ghibli was on fucking HBO. So she gets me on a dating app because I made a joke about saying, I want Howl. Howl's the only man I ever want because Howl's amazing, duh. So we're fawning over him, and she dares me to make a profile on a dating app to...
like requirements for dating me, be Hal.
Yes, exactly. And so I did. I went on Facebook dating and I fucking did it. And I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to leave this up for a week and I'm not going to get anything because, like, nobody can be Hal. So I'm just like, whatever. I was wrong. I got like 60 likes in 2 days. I don't know what happened.
Never underestimate the power of nerddom.
I'm gonna blame the fertility stone and run. Fucking Desert Rose. I love it. It's beautiful. But why?
Anyway, so next week it'll probably be me being solo because you will be buried someplace where they cannot find you.
Damn. Well, that means that they can't do the paranormal trilogies though, because that's my thing. You're like, too bad.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I'm stories from the grave, literally.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
John George Haigh.
That's what I said.
Sure. Just to let you guys know, she doesn't know who this is. Nope. I did not tell Harper what I was doing, what he's about, or anything like that.
But she never tells me anything anyway, so that's pretty on par.
Hey. Just because I've still forgotten to show you the pictures from San Antonio.
Yeah. Anyway.
She holds a grudge.
I call it having a good memory.
Yeah, a good memory ready to slaughter people.
So, John.
John George Haigh was born in Stamford, Lincolnshire, July 24th, 1909, and grew up in the village of Outwood, West Riding of Yorkshire. I don't know what any of that means.
They make good pudding.
Oh, Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
Good morning. His father was John Robert Haigh, an engineer, and his mother was Emily Hudson. Both of his parents were members of the Protestant sect of the Plymouth Brethren, which is a nonconformist evangelical Christian movement.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that believe the Bible is the supreme authority over the church, overruling everything else, including the law itself.
Okay, so we're off to a great start.
Yeah. So, lo and behold, because of their extreme beliefs, John often had reoccurring religious nightmares as a child.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I wonder why.
I mean, you can believe whatever you want. I'm just speaking from personal experience.
John was proficient on the piano, having learned at home, like, by himself, and was fond of the classics, like Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, you know, the big names, often going to concerts featuring their music. So he was very into the piano.
That's cool.
Yeah. That comes in later.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he was dropping pianos on people.
Oh, cool.
I'm totally kidding.
So, like, acmeing it?
Yes. He had a sticker on his forehead that just said Acme all the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Eventually he got it tattooed, like it was a thing. Sorry. Don't shake your head at me. Don't look at me like that either.
Don't talk to me in that tone of look.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice. I'm keeping that in.
Jesus, to have dancing Christ.
Good morning. How are you? It's not morning. It's late for us. Well, not super late.
It's like 6 o'clock and this is already of late.
Yeah, we're old. He won a scholarship to Queen Elizabeth Grammar School in Wakefield and ended up winning another scholarship to the Wakefield Cathedral, where he became a choir boy.
Okay.
Yeah, and after school he apprenticed at an engineering firm. So even with extremely religious parents, he was still doing pretty well as a kid.
He seems like he has a lot going for him, and I feel like this is going to go awry.
No.
I have a feeling this isn't going to end with he became a priest and just things were just swell.
Yeah. He spent a year with the firm and then decided to move into insurance and advertising. But at 21 years old, he was fired for dipping his hand in the cash box.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Little
no.
5-finger discount.
Yeah. At 25 years old, on July 6th, 1934, John married 23-year-old Beatrice Betty Hamer. Unfortunately, the marriage did not last very long, nor did it end well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That same year, John was arrested for theft, and Betty gave birth to their daughter.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, but she ended up giving her up for adoption and left John.
Aww.
Yep, so she walked away from both of them.
Okay, there's my first sad. Go on.
Yeah. Needless to say, his family, being extremely conservative, was not happy about this and ostracized him constantly.
Oh.
So in 1939, he decided to move to London and became a chauffeur for a Mr. William McSwan, who was a wealthy owner of arcades and maintained amusement machines for said arcades. You know, like,
sounds cool.
I know, right? That was where John's reputable line of work seemed to end.
Okay.
Yeah, I say seemed, and you'll find out why later. So he decided to take up the name William Cato Adamson.
Cato.
C-A-T-O.
Okay.
And became a solicitor.
Oh, Jesus.
So he pretended to work in a couple places. Chancery Lane in London, Guildford, Surrey, and Hastings, Sussex.
Okay.
So he pretended to be working in 3 different places. And he sold fake stocks from the estates of his deceased clients at less than market value. Obviously, completely fake. He was caught by someone, and this is the stupidest fucking way to get caught. He was caught by someone who noticed he spelled Guildford wrong in his letterhead. He forgot the D. He wrote Guildford instead of Guildford.
You fucking dumbass.
Yeah. Which was obviously a red flag. Because
Red flags ahoy.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be working in this office, so why would his letterhead be off? So, John was tried and was given a 4-year sentence for fraud and was released just after the start of World War II. But the idiot kept on playing fraudulent solicitor and ended up in prison several more times. Yeah. So John got it in his head that the only reason he kept getting caught was because he left his victims alive to tell the tale.
Yeah, it's not because you're a raging dumbass.
No, not at all. It couldn't be his fault. So, while in prison, John formulated a plan based off of the French murderer, and I'm gonna mess this up, because I'm not French, I don't speak French. George Alexander Haigh.
Better than I got.
That's all I got.
Georgie Porgy.
Who used sulfuric acid to dispose of his victims' bodies.
Okay, this just took a turn.
Acid bath! So, because he, took George's plan, he first started experimenting with field mice that he found while in prison, and he found out that it only took 30 minutes for the entire body to just disintegrate.
Wonderful.
Now, a field mouse, those are tiny. Well, can be pretty big, but...
That's a thing we know now.
Yeah. So if anyone ever asks you how long it takes for a field mouse to dissolve in sulfuric acid...
Oh yeah, it comes up at least once a week.
Oh yeah, 30 minutes. Got you.
I'm gonna drop this on my next coworker I see. Next person who says, how you doing? I'm gonna be like, did you know that it takes 30 minutes to dissolve a field mouse in sulfuric acid? Sure, I'm sure it will go over well.
You're not gonna look like a serial killer at all.
No. I'm not gonna be randomly pulled into the office.
No. When he finally got out of prison in 1943, he decided to try being reputable again.
Let's try not being a psycho.
Right. And got a job as an accountant with an engineering firm, and soon after ran into his old boss, Mick Swan, in the Goat Pub located in Kensington.
Goat Pub.
It's called the Goat Pub. I don't know why.
I don't know why that's funny.
Because it's not us.
Goat?
It's not expected. But then again, we have a flying pug.
Fair. They have good nachos, though.
Fair. I'm going to have to go there someday. Mick Swan made a terrible mistake of introducing John to his parents, Donald and Amy.
Oh, boy.
Mick Swan worked for his parents by collecting rents on their London properties, and Haigh decided he wanted that life. So, you know what he did?
I'm seeing where this is going, but go.
He started working for his parents. No, September 6th, 1944, Mick Swan disappeared.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Suspish.
Yeah,
As Bailey Sarian would say, suspish.
Little sus there, bro. Haigh admitted to hitting him over the head and knocking him out after luring him into the basement of 79... I'm going to try Gloucester? Sorry, guys. Gloucester Road in London. He then put Mick Swan's body into a 40-gallon drum and gave him an acid bath, dissolving his entire body into sludge.
Ew.
Yeah. 2 days later, he poured into a manhole the sludge. Mick Swan.
The McSwan sludge.
Mm-hmm.
The Mick
sludge. I love it when we do shit like that.
That wasn't scripted, guys.
None of this, well, okay, what I'm saying is scripted mostly, but like when we talk and shit, that's not scripted. That's hilarious.
Just like when Dad texted me last night, we were like, it's Dad!
Right, finally. Haigh told the McSwans that he had fled to Scotland to avoid being called for British military service. Because remember, this was around the start of World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So Haigh began collecting the rents for Mick Swan's parents instead. But the parents got a little suspicious of their son not coming home since the war was ending.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So July 2nd, 1945, he lured them to Gloucester Road, saying William was back for a surprise visit and wanted to see them. What do you think Haigh did?
Lure them into the basement?
Kind of.
Fed them tea and crumpets?
Oh yeah, they had a tea party and everything, and William, the ghost of William, showed up, and he was like, oh no, we're cool now. No, Haigh murdered and disposed of them the same way he did their son. He then stole William's pension checks and sold his parents' properties before moving into the Onslow Court Hotel in Kensington. So those are his first 3 victims, relatively very close together.
Oh boy.
All to get the muns.
The munsies?
Yeah, he wanted the munsies. Yeah. So, by 1947, Haigh had pretty much gambled away all the money that he got. So he ended up needing more. Now, keep in mind, he sold properties and stuff. He got pension checks and sold properties.
Poor.
He was not poor at all. He wasn't any close to poor, but he had a serious gambling addiction.
Uh-huh.
So, he needed more. So what does he do? He gets a job! I'm fucking kidding. He murders another couple. Dr. Archibald Henderson and his wife Rose were selling their home, which made it really easy for Haigh to get in by feigning interest in buying. So they got kind of close because they were talking. And Rose invited him to a housewarming party they were throwing and asked him to play the piano for them. So, of course, Haigh took the chance. He's like, yeah, I'll play for you, no problem. What does he do? He goes and plays the piano, takes care of his thing. That didn't sound right at all.
No, it did not. I was waiting for you to realize that.
It took us a couple seconds.
I was waiting for the buffering sign above your head to go away.
That's always on. So he plays the piano, and then he takes a chance to snoop around, and he finds Archibald's .38 caliber Webley revolver.
Gee, wonder what he does with it.
He took it.
Wow.
Who'd have thunk?
Plot twist.
Okay, M. Night Shyamalan, sorry. Shoot. I'll cut that one.
No, I'm just thinking of The Last Airbender. And that unmitigated
How
disaster.
dare you bring up a movie that doesn't exist? How?
You M. Night Shyamalan me.
It's not his only movie. That does not exist.
I'm aware of it, but the plot twist was the movie sucked.
Soka.
My name is Ong.
And what was with Zuko's scar? Sorry. We don't need to be on a tangent right now.
No, we really don't.
He rented a workshop at 2 Leopold Road, Crawley, Sussex, and moved his acid drums from Gloucester there. On February 12th, 1948, he took Henderson to his workroom, saying he wanted to show him a new invention that he had been working on. Because like I said, they got kind of close. They started talking and were cool. Shortly after they arrived, Haigh shot Henderson in the head with his own revolver, and then lured Rose over, saying Archibald had fallen ill and she needed to go get him. So she goes with him.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, she goes with him and he shoots her too. Once again, victims' bodies were disposed of in the acid drums, and Haigh forged a letter from the Hendersons selling all their possessions except for their car and dog.
I mean, at least the dog's okay.
He's living with a fucking serial killer.
But did the dog die?
No, but I would not consider that okay, but that's just me.
Well, if the dog is alive, I consider him to be a lot better off than everyone else in the story.
That's fair. So, his next and last, thankfully, victim was Olive Durand Deacon. She was a 69-year-old widow.
Oh,
I know.
Oh,
I
no.
know. Who also lived in the hotel that John was staying at.
Okay.
Yep. So by the time he met her, he was calling himself an engineer again. Just calling himself an engineer.
That's like, what the fuck's his name from George Costanza from Seinfeld always saying he's an architect.
Not true. Because he introduced himself as an engineer, Olive thought to mention an idea she had for artificial nails to him.
Okay.
You get it, girl. Of course, John is like, cool, come down to my workshop.
Don't go down to the workshop. Tell me she doesn't go to the workshop.
Well, on the 18th
Goes to the workshop.
on the 18th of February, 1949, she goes down to the workshop.
Fuckity.
And John shot her in the back of the neck with Archibald's revolver.
Fuckity.
Yep. He took all of her valuables, including a Persian lamb coat, and put her in the acid bath. 2 days later, Olive's friend Constance Lane reported her missing. Since they were both staying in the hotel and John had a rap sheet a million miles long, it didn't take long for detectives to pinpoint him as a suspect.
Oh, useful police officers. Okay.
Right? They were competent here. Good job. So police, because remember, this is like way back in the day, so police just searched his workshop and found John's attaché case that had a dry cleaning receipt for Olive's coat and papers that mentioned his previous victims, the McSwans and the Hendersons. So he's looking a little sus at the moment.
Dumbass.
Yeah. The workshop didn't have a drain. So John ended up pouring the remains out on a pile of rubble at the back of the property.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You just poured literal olive oil.
I'm gonna cry. I didn't think of that. That's fucked up, but it's perfect. Please leave it in. Yes, he poured literal olive oil on the rocks outside.
Sorry, she just edited out like 40 seconds of just laughter.
No, I'm keeping it in.
Okay.
Everyone can use a laugh.
I'm sorry, I'm going to hell, but Jesus.
It was too good to pass up. I'm pretty sure Olive's laughing with you.
Okay, the podcast is called Sisters of the Macabre, okay? We're gonna be gross.
Yeah. I mean, we call our peoples phobos. We call you guys phobos. That's people who love the gross. Like, come on.
If you're easily offended, this is not the place for you.
Yeah, run along, sweetie.
Anyway, so he pours olive oil out the window into the
Just on
fucking
the back
property.
Yep. Pouring the remains on a pile of rubble in the back of the property. I'm like,
God.
You're an idiot. So, pathologist Keith Simpson found 28 pounds of human fat.
Oh, Jesus, that's gross.
Part of a human foot, gallstones, and a part of a denture. Can you guess whose that was? It wasn't just olive oil. I'm going to hell.
I'm the one who said it.
I said it too. So Joan was immediately arrested and held at Horsham Police Station. Side note, the cell door, which was from cell 2, aka John's cell, is on display at the Horsham Museum.
That's very random.
I know. I saw this little fact and I was like, oh, well, that's a fun fact. Let me just
Over here is
Cliff
a
note.
cell door.
Yeah,
Okay.
the acid bath murderer was behind. Okay. This kept the acid bath murderer at bay. Sorry.
Like, okay.
Yeah, right? John had been in court way too many times to count, so he knew what was going on. So during questioning, he decided to try a different approach and ended up asking Detective Inspector Albert Webb, and I quote, "Tell me frankly, what are the chances of anybody being released from Broadmoor?" Broadmoor, if you don't know, is a high-security psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, it sounds like a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah.
Hospital.
Okay, see, now you're being French. So Webb just brushed him off, saying he can't really discuss that because he can't.
Right.
That'd be stupid.
Like, what do you... Oh, I don't know. 6 out of 10?
Yeah, right. So John pulls this little gem out, and I'm quoting here. "Well, if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. It sounds too fantastic to believe."
It's... That's one word.
Now, keep in mind, this is Old British. So, I mean, fantastic could just mean in the sense of a word where it's just like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, that's... Okay.
So,
We'll
to be
just
fair.
roll with it.
Yeah. Webb told him to spill, so he did. He confessed to the murder of the McSwans, the Hendersons, and Olive, as well as a young man named Max, a girl from Eastbourne, and a girl from Hammersmith, but they couldn't find any evidence for those three.
I mean, what does he have to lose? So...
Yeah. There was no evidence. Well, there's no body. They can't.
Yeah.
There's no proof. So. He thought that because there were no bodies, that anybody could find because he dissolved them, that he couldn't get caught. But I'm like, you took inspiration from Saray, who got caught.
Yeah, maybe choose a new idol.
Yeah, seriously. No surprise, he was charged with moira.
Moira!
During his trial, he pled insanity, claiming he drank the blood of his victims. He said when he was a child, he had dreams completely dominated by blood. Just blood everywhere. Which I'm like...
That's distressing.
Yeah, it's a little... In 1944, he got into a car accident, which he claimed brought those dreams back.
Uh-huh.
Right, okay.
Uh-huh, I vividly remember yesterday, and I wasn't born during it, but go on.
Right. Here's a quote where he's telling about one of his dreams.
Oh, goody.
So we get to see firsthand what he's trying to say he saw. I don't know if I believe it. I saw before me a forest of crucifixes.
No, don't believe it.
It gets better. Which gradually turned into trees. At first, there appeared to be dew or rain dripping from the branches. But as I approached, I realized it was blood. The whole forest began to writhe and the trees, dark and erect, to ooze blood. A man went from each tree catching the blood. When the cup was full, he approached me. Drink, he said, but I was unable to move.
No, thanks.
Yeah. That's a quote from him.
That sounds like a Stephen King novel. That's disgusting.
I mean, I would read it, but I'm
same.
good.
I love Stephen King, but that's disturbing.
I know, right? So, Eternal General Sir Hartley Shawcross led the prosecution and urged the jury to ignore the insanity plea because he obviously thought about the crimes before he committed them.
Duh, premeditation.
Malice aforethought. Yeah. However, the defense attorney, Sir David Maxwell Fyfe, was able to call witnesses to John's mental state, including Chief Medical Officer Henry Yellowlees, who testified to John having paranoid constitution, stating, and I quote, "The absolute callous, cheerful, bland, and almost friendly indifference of the accused to the crimes which he freely admits having committed is unique in my experience."
Uh-huh.
Just because he's not ashamed of it doesn't mean that he's psycho. Well, it does, but...
Yeah, but that's not unheard of.
Yeah, that's not. Ugh. So, yeah. It only took... It literally took the jury a few minutes. Minutes! To find John guilty, and he was sentenced to death by hanging.
Fucking minutes.
Minutes.
Like, look, I got shit to do. Let's just fucking get this over with. I want to be home by dinner.
He did it. Let's go.
Like, I want to go home for dinner, so let's just do this.
Literally, that was it.
That's fantastic.
I know. Just a fucked up note, I read that while in Wadsworth Prison, he asked Jack Morwood, a security guard, if he could have a trial run of his hanging to make sure everything went smoothly.
No. You can't.
Yeah. He was obviously denied. It didn't go anywhere.
No.
But I'm just like,
what the fuck?
Right?
Can you kill me now so that you can make sure you're actually gonna kill me?
Right? Let's just have a trial run of my murder.
What the fuck? No, you can't.
Yeah. So, before he was hung, he was offered brandy.
Okay.
You know.
Alright.
To which he replied, "Make it a big one, old boy."
Never mind, you can't have any.
Right.
I changed my mind.
Right. On August 10th, 1949, John was led to the gallows and hanged by executioner Albert Pierrepoint. One more huh?
I'm sorry. Pierrepoint?
Pierrepoint.
Walking off a pier? Like
No,
your
no,
executioner?
Pierre.
Okay,
Like
I
the
know,
name.
but it sounds like Pierrepoint. The way you said it sounds like Pierrepoint, like walking off a pier, and you're an executioner hanging people, like you're pushing them off the pier. You're pushing them off the pier point.
Pierrepoint goes push. Off the pier.
Yes,
point.
exactly. The way you said it, Pierrepoint.
Okay, I meant to say Pierrepoint. It doesn't help, but...
No, but it's there. It's out there now.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. That's fine. One more interesting little tidbit. The media coverage for this case was so intense that Sylvester Bolam, the editor of Daily Mirror, literally got 3 months in prison in contempt of court for describing John as a murderer before the trial closed and the verdict was out.
Okay, but if you call a duck a duck...
Yeah, but the verdict wasn't out yet, so the ruling wasn't
I
sent.
know, but duh.
I know. Oh, I'm well aware.
Oh my god.
But he was
insane.
held in contempt of court because he posted it too soon.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's John George Haigh.
Okay.
What a fun ride. I know this was short. Most of mine are gonna be short, the ones that I do, just because she's the research queen, not me.
Yeah, so mine are gonna be like fucking hour-long episodes.
Yeah, and mine are gonna be like, this one's probably gonna be 30 some odd minutes, which is fine. It's still an episode.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a, mini, I guess.
Yeah.
I will have longer cases later. But yeah, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a ride and a half.
See, I tried to choose one that would fuck with her because Harper's been destroying me.
Oh, just wait.
No.
Once I have time to do notes in this next case, oh my god, your life is going to be ruined. Because my life is ruined. The words that I read cannot be unread. The images in my brain cannot be unimaged.
Yeah, so I was trying to find something that would freak her out, and I know acid baths freak her out, but I thought when I saw Acid Bath Murderer, I thought he was actually throwing people alive into acid baths.
Yeah, kind of glad he wasn't.
Of course, I'm the freak that looks for that kind of shit.
I'm the freak who said olive oil. So, like...
Fair.
Were you disappointed his victims were not alive when he threw them in the bath? Don't answer that. Never mind. I don't want to know the answer.
That was rhetorical.
Yeah, never mind. So if you... questions, comments, or emotional outbursts, feel free to send us an email.
Sisters of the Macabre Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, Facebook.
Sisters of the Macabre Podcast.
Instagram.
SOTM Podcast 1.
And Twitter.
Macabre Sisters 1.
Good job!
I did it without looking, guys.
I'm so proud.
I know, me too.
We're going places.
Which is my living room. 20 feet away. Anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we will talk to you later. Bye!
Bye!